But what does consistency even mean? Consistency, what does it mean? I'll tell you what consistency means. Consistency means doing one thing for a long ass time. But I don't mean like 6 months, and then just on to the next. I'm not talking about 12 months, I'm talking years, yo. Could be 12, 24, I don't even know what's after that. Is it 36? Yeah, like, mate, talking years, like, that's what consistency means. I feel like people, they think consistency means like, yeah, man, like, go hard for 6 months or 8 months. Like, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Like, when you deep it, most of us, like, will be fully happy to stay in a job for like 3, 4, 5 years, right? But we don't want to dedicate any more than like 6 months, 12 months in like trying to escape the 9 to 5 or invest in ourselves when you actually deep it. So like, that's what I think consistency is. I think consistency is really sticking to something every single day for years on years on end. I feel like even when we get to our goals, like, even more of a reason for us to stay consistent. Because just because we achieve our goals, don't mean like we can't fall off. Just we accomplish it. How many people have like achieved their goals, got comfortable and like fell off, you know what I mean? Or went up and then came back down? Because the real thing that keeps really people from being successful, I personally believe, is being consistent. And I think that is embedded in their identity, in the identity of successful people, is that they keep going, they keep pushing regardless, And I guess they've got this kind of like consistency muscle, you could say, that this allows them to just keep going regardless of how they feel, regardless if things are not going as the way they want to go. They just keep going, they keep pushing. And I think that's it. And another thing, like, pick one thing and stick to it. Because it's so easy, like the shiny object syndrome, like there's so much things going on, so much side hustle, so much online businesses, so much things you can do. Like, it's so easy to distract yourself. But like that, with the idea of thinking consistency is only 8 months, 12 months, it's so easy for you to just give up and then move to the next, give up, move to the next. We're not realizing that, bruv, mastery takes years, bruv, like years. We're talking 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. But bruv, time flies. I remember in school, teachers were like, bro, have a 10-year plan. Bruv, I was like, what? 10 years? That sounds long. Bruv, 10 years goes like that, bruv. 10 years flies. I know now why all the teachers used to tell me that, But these times, what? You're 14, 15, I was in the center, right? I ain't listen to no goddamn teachers. But bro, 10 years flies. Even me, like, with this e-commerce thing, right? With the brand and just the journey itself. Bro, I'm locked in. I'm committed for the next 5 years, 10 years. Like, I ain't gonna stop until it happens. You know what I mean? I ain't putting no date on it. I'm gonna keep going. Like, I've accepted that regardless, like, for me to clock a mastery or to get me to be like, to be sensei in my field or just in the person I want to be, bro, I'm always gonna have to be growing. I'm always gonna have to be consistent in learning new things and challenging myself, right? Because that's where the growth is, right? It's not I'm gonna get to a level of success and then just like get comfortable. Forget that. None of that comfort got me. That comfort didn't get me there. So it's safe to say I'm about to use that data to carry on going forward, right? Because obviously, like, the proof is in the pudding. You get me? So like, yeah, man. Funny enough, the brand I built last time that didn't go well, it's called Consistency is Key. If you want to search it, go on Instagram and write Home of Hawks, and you can see I used to sell bracelets. I don't know if I still have it. Oh yeah. So I used to sell consistency bracelets. Can you see it? So it says consistency is key, and I used to sell these on my Shopify site, and you could actually personalize it. Mine says "Good Morning Millionaire," and I sold these, and I did about 50 grand in sales. Didn't make any money from it, actually. I went broke trying to do this, and the reason is, and one thing I learned about e-commerce, and this is why None of your failures are really failures. All your L's are literally lessons. I used to sell this product for like £25, £30. Me not understanding, no experience in e-commerce, that you can't sell a product for £20, £25, especially when you're running advertisement on Facebook, for example, because the acquisition cost, like, how much do you think you could spend on marketing if you're selling a bracelet for £25? Yeah, people were buying, loads of people were buying, but if you're not making any money, it makes no difference, right? So even though I lost money, it didn't work out. I still feel like I learned so much from it, because I learned, once, first of all, you want to get a product that has like enough space for marketing. Like this, selling this for £25, you should have a marketing budget at minimum of £25, to just allocate just to get a customer. So what was I thinking I can make any money of this? That's not even a product cost, right? Got that and advertisement, right? And shipping or whatever, right? All of those things, I didn't do the maths. I didn't realize that even the more you sell, the more you start running an advertisement, the more your margins get slimmer, right? So even worse, if you're barely making any money now, there's no way you're even gonna make any money once your sales even like get bigger, right? Because your margins will get tighter. So if they're tight already, you're finished. So like a lot of times I was hoping to get profitable when people would buy 2 or 3 at the same time, Yes, increasing your AOV, right? Your order value. So then I've got a bit more profit more money to acquire that customer. So when people bought 2, I was like, yeah, it made sense. But like, people bought 1. It's impossible to scale, impossible to be profitable. Yes, the concept was good. It was personal for me, As I'm here documenting my journey about being consistent, I thought, I wanted to inspire other people and make jewelry that says consistency is key. It was a great idea, but however, like, business-wise, it just didn't make success. They say don't put your passion, I get it. I kind of learned that, my passion didn't pay me. Kind of actually got me financially insecure, made me go broke, actually. But again, it's a blessing because I've learned about e-commerce. I learned about dropshipping, right? Because I did £50,000 in revenue. So that was a decent amount of orders. So I had to learn, how to have a relationship with my dropshipping agent. I had to learn about, how much to buy, how to run advertisement, how to shoot content, how to cut up content. So I learned a lot of skills, even though I didn't per se become a successful dropshipper, whatever you want to say. However, it doesn't stop me, and the message is always the same, people. It is stay consistent. Consistency is key, and that is my mantra, and I live by that. And I'm gonna keep going. You see my journey. This is what we're like, 2nd year in on just YouTube, but I've been trying to do ecom for a couple years now. And again, there's a lot of things I had to learn about myself, not just separately from the business side of things, but also my personal, self, and having to break myself down, because again, I say this a lot, but there's 2 sides. You're developing your skills, but then there's also like developing who you are as a person and making sure your internal is right, bro. Because I'm telling you, all that action doesn't make a difference if your internal ain't right. I'm telling you, I ran this business on scarcity mindset. Like, I was rushing it. I was fear. I was worried. I look at my dashboard. Like, I was upset if I didn't get any sales. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I don't even want to get into it. But my point is, I learned so much about myself in this journey. So now, even like moving forward with this new brand I'm making, I've took it on board. And I said it already, but I'll say it again. It's like, I have a different mindset now. I'm running on a different frequency, you know what I mean? I take my time with it, I'm not forcing it. That's why you see me, I'm just chilled. I share what I share. I get moments where I'm up and down, but overall, like, I know as long as I stay consistent, it's inevitable. Because I've signed a contract in my head that I'm in this for the long run. Do you get me? I'm in this for the long run. I ain't gonna stop. I don't care how long it takes. And that's exactly how you lot need to look at whatever you're doing, your goals. Just because you ain't seeing no results now, again, don't mean it's not happening. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. Anyone that's been successful will tell you what consistency really means. That consistency beats everything. But just remember, do not put consistency and 6 months in the same bracket, or 12 months. Yo, this is mastery, takes years, you know. And if you want to be the best in your field, or you want to, you know your market from the back of your hand and be a specialist, you got to be consistent. You can't be comfortable, and you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going, right? So yeah, man, that's my little message, man. Consistency is key. This was my baby, man. This was my first real taste to online money, right? I've said it already, you know, like, I remember I made £1,200 profit on this in a day. And that broke my belief system and reminded me that, you know, I can, you know, do it. But yeah, people, remember, consistency is key. Let me wear this one. I ain't worn this in so long. I should really have this with me. It reminds me. That's it, baby. Consistency is key, baby. I'm gonna keep shooting videos, yo. Peace and love. Leave a comment on what you think. Subscribe.